Oh yeah, we can totally deal with this guy. Hello, I'm Kamig, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World videos. So today we're going to be doing Hit the Road. So this is part of the sort of Blasted Badlands event sort of season. I'm not sure what the season's actually called. It's like the summer, the summertime. We've got Hit the Road here on the map with the sort of punk skull. And yeah, there's some quests to do with it. So the first one will change every week and you'll get a different reward. So it was Rex last week, so hero. Got a weapon this week. It'll keep changing. You've got a daily for it. You can get Fossil Southie by traveling a total distance of 2,500 meters, which I think you can do in 2 missions, I think, if you get it all the way to the end. He's a very, very useful hero to have for Blast for the Past. Great farming hero, so definitely recommend running this. You've got this one, so there's like little mini games inside it, but we'll find out about that once we actually get in there. But there's 8 different mini games, and yeah, you get some tickets for completing all those. It's not a crazy reward. There's a nice amount of gold though for the mist monsters, and yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna go see if there's anyone playing the 40 zone. Ooh, testing existing sessions, exciting times. So we're probably gonna go either rigs or, depending on who people are playing as. It looks like we've already got a constructor in there, and we've got a soldier, so I'll go Sergeant Jonesy as well. He's very useful. In fact, actually, we probably want... do we want the duration, or do we want the cooldown as the main? Because it doesn't have the Blasted Badlands effects, so what I mean by that is your energy will come back naturally. This is separate to the Blasted Badlands. It is not the same thing, so if I swap them out, and then we should be good just on that, I think. Yeah, we're good with that. And yeah, we'll be one of the DPS heroes. So we only need 1 constructor, really. I don't think there's need for more than 1. So since someone is already in that role, we will go soldier. And that going commando is obviously very strong. We don't have to rely on the weapons we get, but as you can see, we do start with some. Similar to how it works in Survive the Horde, in a sense. You need to farm, get materials. You can actually break stuff in this one, though, unlike Survive the Horde. So you can farm those cars, stuff like that. We're just waiting for the last player to load in. And then, there we go, commencing in 7 seconds. So you can see on the minimap as well, there's plenty of weapons around to grab. It's definitely a mode where you want to be working with your teammates. You want to work with them, get materials, craft traps on the last sort of defense. There's no point one person going out and getting all the weapons and being greedy about it. So if you do get the weapon you like, I do recommend then leaving it up for the rest of the people to get them. So what we've got here, we've got Hammer Crush. I do like the Hammer Crush. There's a shotgun over here. If it's a nice one, I might grab it. It is an energy. Is it energy? I don't know, actually. But yeah, we've got the shotgun as well. Probably should... In fact, I can drop one of these if people want them. I'll drop that, because that's more of a... And then can I ping it? There we go. I'm a boomer. I don't know how to do things. There are chests hidden about as well, which do give plenty of lovely stuff. You've got your cassette tapes, so you'll get them from searching just containers. There is a quest for that, I think, which is a repeatable. There you go. So you get tickets and gold every 25 cassette tapes. So it's a nice little incentive to keep coming back. But as I say, the weekly stuff is very good as well. So the weapon, the Staccato Shotto is the one up for this week. I'll just pick this back up if no one's taken it. That's fine. Yeah, the Staccato Shotto is honestly such a fun weapon to use. It is relatively powerful as well. I definitely recommend. So it's definitely worth coming back every week to see what's in there. This is the only way to get these types of things if you don't want to use a recruitment voucher or not a weapon voucher, for example. Right, so now we have the enemies coming in, so we need to protect the objective, the van. If these guys make it to the van, they will damage it, so you've got to be on your toes. You will get spawns of enemies come in as you work your way towards the final objective. So it's worth doing that. Maybe we should have stuck with the long one instead. Now I know there's a chest up here, but I think people are probably finding it already. I don't know if these guys have, played the mode before. If this is their first time, if this is their second time, 10th time, who knows? So we'll just probably prioritize protecting the objective here. Get the bird with the LMG. Yeah, so we get 4 sort of mini games as we go around, I believe. Or is it 5? It might... I think it's 4. and then the final defense. So yeah, we need to be aware of the fact that we can just blast. Ooh, a death ray, I like that. Let's pop that in the last slot. That's a nice weapon. Yeah, we can use our abilities as much as we want in this. I need to get out of the mindset of the blasted Badlands. It does sort of cross over, and then when I play normal missions and stuff like this, I end up getting into the habit where I don't want to use my abilities because I don't want to use up all my energy and stuff, but it is actually naturally coming back right now. So we don't need to be like that. We don't need to be sparingly using our abilities and stuff. So I will just be blasting it, pun intended. I will be blasting it all the time. Build a radar, and then put the radar dish on top of it. I have activated this, and I don't know if there's any enemies, or there's some behind. Can we get them from here? Maybe. I'm gonna assume someone else is happily gonna do this objective. I think there's a guy up there. If these guys are defending, I will go up and help. You know, I'm not gonna shy away. Ooh, it's a big tower, to be fair. Let's help build this. 2 people building it, and then 1 person, 2 people defending the objective, I think seems like a good balance, you know. Let's... Is this... Oh, you can build out of anything. Yeah, I don't have much materials, do I? Because I haven't been farming. Oh. I've got to reset the stairs by accident. I didn't mean to, but I did. Yeah, we've got to be fairly quick about this. I mean, I don't think the defense from the other teammates is going to be too difficult. I'm going to eventually run out of materials, though. Am I going to be able to make it to the top? With everything? There's a guy behind me who's doing absolutely nothing. I'm not sure why he's even here. Like, what are you doing, fella? Are you going to help? I think he's potentially trying to help, but just every time he... Yeah, I don't know. Should I wait up here then, maybe, I think? Because they need to pick up... They need to pick up a radar dish somewhere. And then put it on top. I don't want to have to come back up again. But screw it, I'm just gonna... I see loot. I see the loot. No! I fell. There we go. There's an exclamation mark down here. Oh, this is the radar dish. Fair enough. I found it. Should probably get some wood as well. The objective is potentially taking a beating right now. I thought I could trust my teammates, you know. I would happily do that bit, but they weren't coming to do the radar. But we've built the radar now, so that's done. I actually haven't done that one yet, because we did do this on our main. I think we did it twice on our main the other day in one of the streams. But this is on my alt account. I need the rewards for this, so I'll be doing this every week. I'll probably just do... Oh, is this reveal chest locations? Oh. It has. I want to get at least one of these. Hopefully the teammates just don't all grab them. It's a small chest, but that's fine. Little SMG there. And then, yeah, let them get the other ones. He has just gone past the enemies and is just going to let them attack the objective. What the heck? The man just really wanted his loot that badly. I mean, you see enemies going to the objective and you just ignore them. It's definitely worth keeping the objective health up at this point in the defense. I'm just spraying randomly because I've got time left on this. Yeah, it's worth defending it now, because when it comes to that final defense, you'll have extra health. You'll have like a head start in essence. So you wanna be doing your best to protect the objective now. That's why I think it's a bit silly to just walk past the enemies. Like, you can still get your chest after defeating the enemies. But I think we did alright in the end. That's a boar. I'm just going to kill that because I don't need a boar. I don't know. Little instruction. Instruction? That's not the right. Construction site here. What are those for? That looks like it'd have loot. I'm going to go up there. Apparently I'm not. Ah, it is, but someone's already opened it. That's fine. I don't know many of the loot spots. Oh, sick. Because I left, the objective gets destroyed. I guess I'll just have to focus on defending it if no one else is going to do that. I thought I could leave again just to get a little bit of loot, but no. It's too much to ask. Oh, now he's stood on the objective. It's a bit late now. Now I have my minigun out. Honestly. Can't rely on people these days, can you? You want a job doing, do it yourself. Little break in the action. Could potentially look for some loot. LMG I'm not a huge fan of, but I guess we'll just put it into the arsenal. We can recycle these weapons to get some materials for traps, which is going to be very useful towards the end. Because on the last defense, I mean, you don't need traps, you know, we're only in a power level 40 zone, I think we'll be fine. But it is useful to have traps, so just bear that in mind, you know. It depends what sort of build you got. If you got enough DPS, you should be fine, but if you're doing like, you know, Twine 140, you're probably going to need the traps for the smashes and stuff. But yeah, it's something to take into consideration. You might want to save your mats and be farming. Oh, I didn't realize my thing had ended. I'm just sat there milling. Yeah, save your stuff. We need to grab a BluGlo. 16, Jesus. Let's get farming. Yeah, you might want to save that stuff. Just to sound like a broken record. You might want to save your materials. You might get, like, obviously this minigame is collecting BluGlo. You can get one where you have to defend the objective for, like, I don't know, it was 5 minutes or something. We had that on the stream. So you might want to use some traps there, of course. But if you might want to save your bulk for the end. Like, these guys have just built around this while we find the BluGlo. I'm not seeing a whole lot more. We have to get 16. I don't know, is that doable? Is it going to keep spawning it? Oh, there's a mine here. No? This isn't a mine. Is this just literally some rocks at the bottom? I thought maybe it's like a hidden... No, it's just... Never mind. It's been a while since I've fully done some of these objectives. Like, we're talking 5 years. So... Yeah, we have 7 out of 16. Just gonna lob a turret down. That should take care of the enemies for the time being. Where's the rest of the BluGlo? Do we have to go out quite far? Like, can it spawn in the storm? I'm not sure. We can go on a little bit of an adventure. I can, because there's one up here. I did not know that. I figured it would all be in the circle. There's a chest here as well. That's nice. So yeah, we've got some... That's a weapon. BluGlo there. So yeah, you have to go a bit further out. I'm just wary of enemies attacking the objective. I don't know if anybody's watching it right now. No. I'll stay here then. You guys can get the BluGlo. I want to trust my teammates, but we've got to be wary that they might just be focusing on the objective rather than defending the van. So in that case, I will step up. You know? It's my job as the DPS. The Dippers. I'm the Dippers. One guy here. There's a bee. It's a bee. There's a bee. Get that. Yeah, I guess let me know if you do want me to do this every single week, or if, like, the first one's enough. I'd like to cover all the objectives. It'd be good to get footage anyway for a guide, you know? Oh yeah, and also if you die, as he just said, teammate down, you don't respawn. Okay, they're all dying. Lovely stuff. This is what happened in the stream. I ended up having to carry. If you die, you have to wait until you've completed the objective to it. So now I have to collect. There is still 2 of us, thankfully, but we're gonna have to collect 2 BluGlo, 3 BluGlo even, sorry, while defecting the objective, and there's only 2 of us left. So yeah, be careful. Like, you can just come back into the circle and get your health back. It looks like they stayed in the storm so long that they died, which, thank you. Now I've got a more stressful job, so... Because I can't really go out and get BluGlo right now, can I? I mean, I've got a little bit of a break here because of the turret. I might be able to go out a little bit, try look for some BluGlo. Just need to be careful that I don't die, so we're going to avoid enemies. I mean, how far away can BluGlo even spawn? There's only one left. The guy is doing his job. I'll probably just let him collect the rest of it then. And I'll just focus on the objective. Because I don't want to mess that up. So yeah, we can do it easily enough with our minigun, of course. Man just needs one more. I'm a bit too far away from that side, though. I can't shoot. He's around the corner. He's just around the... There he is. Come on, fella. Find that last BluGlo. Do us proud. God, this is really not a good angle. Because they can come from both sides. Right, let's just blast them with this again. As long as I'm watching the other side enough. Should be alright. Yeah, there's no one over there. This is going to be a very long one. That's why you've got to be careful about getting killed. Because it's going to make it a lot more difficult for your teammates. Just going to block that off. There's a mini-boss spawning. That's not nice. I mean, hopefully the going commando can handle it. We'll find out in a second, I'm sure. As he reaches us. Oh yeah, we can totally deal with this guy. Although we've run out of thingy, so. Alright, there we go. Nice bit of loot, actually, from eliminating him. Maybe it's a good shout to do it. We just need... There's one there. It's literally there. Like, come on. I'm sat here defending and he couldn't collect that one BluGlo. Come on, fella. There we go. Completed. So, yeah, obviously, one big piece of advice that I'm sure you probably learned before I've said it is get a good team. It's going to be heavily reliant on having a good team. If you do not have a good team, you're going to struggle. Okay. Ah, dear. It'd just be nice for once to have someone else who can carry a bit, you know, so I can just chill a bit. Because I'm sat here recording a video. Like, it's nice when you don't have to worry about proper sweating it in the mission. Oh, yeah, it'd be nice, but alas, here we are. Not too surprised by it, are we? It's just the way it is. I guess you'd hope to have a bit more competence in the teammates as you get towards like Canny and Twine levels. You know, as you get to that 108 and 140. Because if you didn't have competent teammates there, you are screwed. I'd have to say, very confidently. Yeah, we did manage to fairly solo carry in the 140. We did have 3 players. Was it John and someone else? I can't remember exactly who it was. But you know, we had that set up, but just losing my train of thought now. They kept dying. I don't know if it was the storm or just enemies. I mean, obviously, once you get to 140, the enemies are going to be doing more damage, so it does get to the point where you die a lot easier. So I can't blame them too much for it. But it's just one to look out for. Like, you know, you don't really get any better rewards for doing 140 over 108. So personally, if you're doing these for the heroes and the guns and all that stuff, I recommend just running just let the enemy go past you. Honestly, incompetent. But yeah, just run the lowest level you can, as I did here. You're not going to get anything for doing a higher power level, apart from maybe just bragging rights to your friends, I suppose. Other than that, there's really no reason to. You might as well just run the lowest, and then you don't have to stress. It's a bit of an easier time, you know. Right, what guns have we got in here? I think we're pretty decent with the ones we've got set up. They're not the best guns in the world or anything, but, you know. So yeah, you can see the map, it sort of swirls round, and then the middle is the final objective. So on the right, you do a defense, on the top, you do a minigame, left, you do a minigame, and then at the bottom, one final minigame before going to the final objective. So that's, you can sort of see the way it works. It's the same every time, it's just the minigames change. That's all, like the map's the same layout and stuff. But yeah, you just get a different minigame on those points. And once again, nobody is here to defend the van apart from me. Classic stuff. God knows if these guys have actually succeeded on doing Hit the Road yet, because they must have been carried if they did. Right, we've got miss pods. Oh! Right, this is going to be... I think you can melee them. Yeah, you can melee them. There's some inside the underground bit, though. I was going to say the minigun would do it nicely. But... honestly, I don't trust these guys. I'm going to defend. I do not trust them. At all. They can do the objective and I'll keep the van nice and safe. I really don't trust going down there. It's too far away. There wouldn't be enough time to come back, and I don't want to fail on the first attempt. I'd love to just succeed this. You know, get my staccato shot on, then I don't have to worry about running it again until next week. Obviously, Fossil South, it would be very much nice to have at this point, so I can farm adventures and stuff. But if I have to wait until the next one to get it, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I just want peace. You know, I just want peace. Peace in our time, right? Our Tony Stark. So I will stay here. I will give my life. All right, perfect. They did actually get them quickly this time. That's nice. So yeah, we're getting a lot of the mini games that I didn't get when I did it on my main on the stream, and we did 2 games there as well. So it seems like you get a nice mix of stuff. Hopefully, anyway. It seems like these guys might be focused on getting the loot. There's a chest there, but it's been looted. Like, yeah, you shouldn't really be relying on one person to get all the loot. I mean, you can, but then they need to drop loot for the other players, because I don't really have enough material to craft traps. I might ask them if they can drop some so I can do the trapping, because, well, you know, we know how to trap. And at this point, from what I've seen from them, I don't know if they do know how to trap very well. So I'd like to do that. But I don't think they're just going to be like, alright, have my stuff. But I'll see. Can I get loot to trap? And see what they do. Make sure this objective doesn't take any damage. Ooh! That was risky. Risky going for the message, but you know. I mean, maybe they do know how to trap. I don't know. It's just I'm basing it off of the sort of experience so far. They haven't really been, you know, they've died. They haven't really been fantastic at completing the mini games, apart from the very latest one with the mist pods. They were all right in that one, I guess. You know. Let's just lob a turret down to help us with this. Nice little double barrel shotgun. So we've got one more mini game to go, which looks like you get a mini boss in this one, I think. Like the saloon sort of western, you know, Zappa with the cowboy hat. I think he spawns in as a mini boss, and I think you just... Is there more to do than that? I think, do you have to collect stuff? I can't remember exactly. We did do this one on the stream, but that was some days ago now, and my memory has respawned. It's refreshed. So I don't remember. You know how it is. Couple of sleeps and the memory's gone. That's what I always say. Hey Fiona. I'm just going to destroy these houses, because I think it might help with the next minigame. Obviously, it doesn't help with looting, but... So, we have to grab something. Yeah, I think there's a boss as well. So I'm just waiting for the boss to spawn. But it hasn't actually given us the info. I know you had to grab something. I can't remember what it was, though. Yeah, I'm just going to wait, because I'm pretty sure it spawns the mini-boss. I mean, I could be wrong, obviously. Could be wrong. Who knows at this point? There he is, mini-boss. So we'll just go ahead and kill him real quick. Zappa Husk. We're just going to finish him off immediately. Easy clap. There you go. He's now for something completely different. Yeah, that was fairly easy, wasn't it? That was fairly easy. Welcome for carry, lads. You're welcome for carry. I don't mind. I don't mind too much, but I'd love for the next one next week to be able to get a bit of carry myself, you know? A bit of carry. Carry Fisher. Kill some of these enemies before it runs out. And then, go on guys, you got this. Alright, I can slap him with the double barrel shotgun. That's fine. So we don't have to collect anything then. Alright, yeah, I must have been misremembering that with something else. It was just a mini boss and then loads of enemies. Like, I mean, a lot. A lot. We do have some traps. I'm probably just going to recycle these so I can craft my own, though. And we could probably do that now. 52, I can craft. We'll do 6 of them. 3 of those isn't a lot. That's fine. Can we craft any freeze? 3 of those. Wooden floor spikes anywhere? Wooden floor spikes? Wooden floor spikes. Or we don't need too much, I don't think. I'm just going to craft what I can. I think that might be all of the options. Yeah, for now. But that'll do for the last objective, last defense. The main thing is blocking the side ramps. I'll show that when we get there. And then it makes it so they've only really got one way to get up. It's honestly quite a nice defense. Oh, there's a safe in there. I want that safe. Mine. My loot. Oh, yeah. Look at all that loot. I don't know if any of that was actually stuff I can use for traps. I mean, I can craft anti-air trap. So let's just go up to the final objective. We can always come back if we need the help. In fact, I'm going to wait a bit. We don't need to do it this early on. I'm going to stick with the objective, because we will probably get enemy spawns. Which, actually, I think is happening right now. Yeah, let's use this minigun first, real quick. As a first point of call. Yeah, lovely stuff. Maybe we can get the second wave. Yeah, we're already shooting them before they've even spawned. Look at that. Absolute spawn scumming. So that's that. And then I can just pop a turret down for that. So that's the ramp I'm on about. So let's go ahead and block that now. So we're just going to use the classic like that. And then, oh, the floor's still pre-edited. We'll just panic real quick. Put corn on top of it actually as well. And just lock that in. That was a voice break. Yes, thank you, thank you. Now the main part is going to be the bottom of this ramp. So there will be some behind, which we need to take care of. But the main thing will be here. So what I'm going to do is, and then at the bottom, like that. Do that. Get this stuff leveled up. Let's see. I'm going to put broadsides on this bit. I preferred to put them at the bottom, but he put wall darts, so wall darts would have been better here, but that's fine. Then, just gonna do this, and then on these, we'll get our tire drop traps. Oof, just managed to place that one in the correct place. Then from here, we'll just do this. And once again, drop traps. We do have one ceiling electric field. I'll just place that one there. Hopefully zap everything. And then what I'm going to do is just build some sort of like extensions to make the pathing a bit more long. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So we'll do that. We'll do this. Then on this one, we'll give them a gap just on the outside. And we could probably leave it there. You know, they've got a little bit of an area in here where they have to sort of wiggle around. I can upgrade these just in case enemies do try break them. Excuse me. The main thing would be exploders. And then they've just done that up here. Anti-air. Let's just do that there. That rhymes as well. Are they breaking up my block off? Or are they? They are. No, they're not. They're just breaking that brick there. That's fine then. That's fine. I don't mind them doing that. They shouldn't break up that block off. There's a lot there to stop them, so we should be fine. So yeah, we can just sit here now, pretty much. And honestly, it should be an easy win. Like, this should be pretty much guaranteed win, as long as our teammates don't mess up. And by that, I mean standing in the middle of block-offs, so lobbers target you. Yeah, I'm not going to bother putting a message, because they're probably not going to listen anyway. But yeah, just a message for you guys at home. If you make block-offs like this, do not stand in it, because lobbers, as you saw, will target you as a player, and then it breaks the block-offs, and in turn, the block-offs will then not work, because, surprise, surprise, they're not there anymore. So, I mean, technically I shouldn't really be sat here, but I do have an anti-air trap there. We have one there to stop, you know, lobbers from targeting me. If they do start targeting me, I will move, but I have also leveled up the ceiling so that if they do attack, we'll just level up that one as well. But yeah, they're standing up over there, dragging all the enemies over there, and they're probably going to start breaking through the block off if they're not careful. Let's just see. Are they breaking through? He's breaking the side one and then he's walking away. We might be alright. You just got to be careful with that type of thing. We have an enemy there. They seem to be coming through the building. I can't shoot him through the door or the window because he's not sat at the window. But, yeah. It's the only thing you need to worry about, really. Once you've got this bit set up with loads of traps, like, you don't need that many. This is a strong defense. Nothing's going to make it up there apart from maybe smashes. You just need to focus on the flanks. So you can come there. Enemies can come up this bit over here. So you just have to be careful of that stuff. I'm not sure where they actually get here from. Where do they come from? Through here? I mean, what we can do is just, like, block. You know, block this stuff so they can't come through there. I mean, it'll slow them down at the very least, you know. Then we can just rattle through some enemies like this. Just give it a rattle, 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 rattle. Or rattle, rattle, rattle. But yeah, that's it. The main difficulties, honestly, in the lower levels especially, the main difficult part is the minigames. And just making sure that all your teammates don't die. Once you get to the final objective, it is a quite straight defense. You know, the spawns don't really change. They're pretty much the same each time. So as long as you stop, as I said, the flank, that little ramp there, if you block that, then they come up this main big ramp. Super easy defense. And you're gold. You are golden. How much distance did we actually get from that? Just checking on that. We've got 1,500. Okay. So yeah, you can do it in 2 missions. Can't do it in 1. That's for sure. But you can do it in 2. So, not bad, is it? Not bad, is it? And yeah, if you chop it out nicely enough, you can just sit here, nice and AFK. You know we love a good AFK build. There's a Sploder, and he's dead. He's dead. I could get some assault rifle eliminations for our daily. Might just jump down here. Like, this is ammo that is just going to disappear once I come out of here, so I might as well spend it, you know? Spend it for the daily. Hi, Amber! She's around my feet. She's very warm today. So am I. It is a very warm day, as it has just been for the past, like, 3 weeks. It's pretty gross. That's the UK for you. We're not used to the heat. We're not built for the heat. And it's pretty grim. Yeah, we might as well do something while we're here. Might as well work towards that daily. That daily quest. Any more assault rifles we can use that are a bit better? I mean, we've got the hammer crush, potentially. It's a little bit better. It's not it's not a huge difference, but it all depends on the perks you get in it, really. This has got a big mag size. This must have magazine size increase, surely. I mean, if I can craft more... Ooh, we've got a mini-boss. So for that, all you have to do is just bring out your minigun. And... yeah, you're pretty set from there. Sorry, I thought someone was at the door. It's just Amber doing nails. There we go. Easy clap. Get the rewards, even though we don't really need them at this point, but... if it helps me craft some more energy ammo, because I am getting pretty low. This is stronger than the other rifle. So I would like to continue doing this. Yeah. They're trying to break through the building upstairs, you know, the one that we put block offs in. Right, I have no ammo for that. Can I craft some? I can craft 300. The best I can do. The best I can do is 300. The classic, like, GameStop meme. Best I can do is £2. Every little helps. I can, of course, work towards this daily at another time anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, this is that final defense. It's longer than I remembered it being. What was it, 6 minutes? I thought it was maybe 5 or less. So, you know, you've got a fairly long time to defend, but as I say, if you get those trap tunnels going, I mean, we don't need to be here, and we shouldn't. And there we go, complete. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go get a quick drink while we wait for the rewards to pop up.
Is this thing on? Sure is.
This is where all the other enemies? The other teammates. I mean, there you go. Don Ron dancing. This is where the other teammates dance when they didn't do as much. I'm curious what the actual scores were, though. Wow, yeah, we hard carried. Shadow Angel Dog is the one who got carried the most. Let's see if they dance loads at the end. I'm curious. I want to get away from those guys. They're just stood still at the moment, so we'll see. But yeah, it's a classic. Okay, so that guy's a Battle Royale player then. If anybody starts doing that, you know immediately. Battle Royale player. Nothing wrong with playing Battle Royale and coming on this game, but at least give it a bit more effort, you know? Would be nice. But, there you go. Victory! Bask in the glory. Look at that. We got more than all of them combined. And there you go, Don Ron dancing. No, thank you. We'll listen to some Mike Myers. So, the rewards. The beautiful, beautiful rewards. Decent amount of gold. They're just the base rewards, but obviously the main, for me anyway, the main reason to do it would be for these other rewards. So that's the daily, which is decent gold as well. And there it is, the Staccato Shotto. Saves us from having to use, you know, weapon recruitment voucher or whatever it's called, weapon voucher. And then that is just another, cassette tape thing or something. But yeah, if we do it one more time, we will get, where is he? Well traveled for Fossil Southie, but now I'm probably going to wait until next week until the next, reward comes about. So you don't really have to be doing it more than once a week if you don't need, which is, very chill. And as I say, you can do the lowest level on it. But yeah, there you go. That is Hit the Road. Quite a brief introduction to it. Well, I say brief. It's quite a long mission, but not as long as like Survive the Horde, thankfully. But yeah, it is quite fun. Honestly, it's better than I remembered it being. I did make a video way back when, called like Defend the Generic Objective or something. And yeah, I didn't have too much of a great time back then. But it's all right. Yeah. But thank you so much for watching. Do use code KAMAG in the store when you buy stuff. Just gonna plug that real quick there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye. 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 Bye.